Welcome, dear all. This is SheelaSays, a space for quiet reflection in a noisy world. We are living in a time of so much movement and uncertainty. Wars that don't seem to end, people displaced from their homes most of the time, cultures colliding, financial pressure, fear about the future, and a sense that something familiar is slipping away. And in the middle of all this, many people are still asking the same ancient questions. Where is God in all of this? What does faith look like now? And how do I live with love when the world feels so fractured? This channel was created for those questions as reflection points. I want to share this for today, and maybe it resonates with you from my heart to you. If you are feeling God is far away from you, or you feel that you are a little far from God right now, you are not alone. We all move through seasons when God feels close and seasons where God feels very, very distant. There is a passage in Romans 8 that has carried me through so many of those seasons. It says that nothing in all creation can separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus. Nothing. I want to share a story. There was once an owner of a large estate. They had worked hard. They had used their talents wisely, and over time things flourished. The estate became self sustaining, with land for cultivation, machinery to build tools, livestock, and the community of people who found safety there started living there. And the estate continued to grow. As it expanded, the owner began relying more heavily on the staff. They trusted the staff. They believed that staff would take care of the people, the land, the animals, and steward the resources wisely. One day, the owner decided to take stock of the estate, and what they saw troubled them. Some staff had grown greedy. They were misusing the land. They were mistreating the people and the livestock simply because they could. When asked, some lied to cover their laziness, some hid their incapacity, some admitted envy and jealousy toward the owner and quietly wished to bring them down. Let's pause here. What do you think of the owner in the story? What do you think of the staff in the story? And here is where I want us to reflect. Greed often begins with want, and want in itself is not bad. Want can motivate us, it can inspire growth. But when want becomes excess, it becomes greed. Envy often begins with desire. Desire can inspire aspiration, it can move us to achieve. But when desire becomes comparison and resentment, it becomes envy. Similarly, jealousy, it often begins with insecurity. Insecurity can be understood, healed, even transformed. But when unchecked, jealousy can be corrosive. How do we curb that begins as something natural before it becomes harmful to others? What if we remove greed, envy, jealousy? What do we replace them with? This world is for all of us to live. And what if we pause and show love? Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self seeking. It is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres, because love often requires sacrifice. It requires restraint. It requires humility. So there is another layer here. Some must sacrifice harmful excess. Some must steward their abundance with generosity. If we take time to reflect, are we the ones who must curb excess because our actions hurt others? Are we the ones who have abundance and must share? Or are we still wrestling with greed disguised as ambition, envy disguised as aspiration, jealousy disguised as insecurity? I introspect and I leave this with you. May you find the courage to give from your excess. May you find the strength to curb what harms. May you learn to transform want into growth, desire into aspiration, insecurity into humility. God's love is closer than you think, and nothing can pull you away from it. May that love find its way into both places, when we have much and when we long for more. Until next time, bye for now. Thank you for tuning in.